One day, you will run out of lives. Not this one, the other ones. The scientist you were going to become, the guitarist, the astronaut, the secret agent, the chef in a tiny restaurant by the sea, all the people you were going to be, and somewhere, quietly, you already know it. Life is too short to be all of them. Today, why that feeling exists, and what to do with it, so it stops just hurting. Let's start with brutal math. An average life is about 4,000 weeks. 4,000, that's the whole number. It sounds small because it is small. Now, how long does one life within a life take? Mastering anything, an instrument, a science, a craft, takes about 10 years. 10 years is 500 weeks. 1/8 of everything you have. So in a perfect life, you get maybe 8 masteries. Except your first 1,000 weeks were childhood. 1/3 of the rest, you're asleep. Then work, bills, laundry, recovery. Realistically, you get 2, maybe 3. 3 deep masteries in one human life. 3 lives out of the thousands you can imagine. And that gap between thousands and 3 is the ache. But here's the strange part. This ache is louder today than it has ever been. Your great-grandfather did not lie awake mourning his unlived lives. He worked, he slept, he lived his one visible life. Not because he was simpler, because from his village, he could see maybe 5 possible lives: farmer, blacksmith, priest, soldier, merchant. The horizon was the edge of the possible. Now open your phone. Every scroll is a window into a life you are not living. A girl your age is sailing across the Pacific. A guy your age just published his 3rd novel. Someone is coding in Tokyo. Someone is painting in Lisbon. 1,000 windows a day. Your possibilities exploded. Your weeks did not. Same 4,000. Infinite storefront. And the store never closes. That mismatch is the modern ache. Philosophers have a name for what you are grieving: unlived lives. The psychoanalyst Adam Phillips wrote that we spend our lives mourning the people we did not become. Not metaphorically, actually mourning. The parallel selves walk beside us like ghosts, and every choice creates more of them. Say yes to medicine, and the musician ghost is born. Say yes to the mountains, and the family by the sea ghost appears. Choosing is renouncing, every single time. So the obvious fix: more time. Why do we only get about 100 years anyway? Evolution does not build bodies to last. It never has. It builds them to reproduce. And after that, it stops paying for repairs. Nature never needed a 500-year-old you, but let's cheat. Thought experiment. Science hands you 500 years. Problem solved? Count the lives on your feet again. Books you could read. Millions. Places. Endless. Skills. Uncountable. The menu grows faster than any lifespan ever could. 500 years, and the ache survives. So push it further. Infinity. Now nothing is urgent. Why open the door today? There are infinite todays. Every choice can be unmade, redone, postponed forever. Skip the concert. There are infinite concerts. Nothing chosen matters because nothing is ever given up. Borges wrote about immortals. They stopped doing anything at all. Deadlines are not the enemy of meaning. They are the source of it. So the ache is not a design flaw. It is the price of 2 gifts: a finite life and an infinite imagination. A cow does not mourn its unlived lives. You do. And that is the evidence that you can imagine them. The ache is imagination, felt from the inside. So what do you actually do with 3 lives and 1,000 callings? 2 moves. First, you cannot be everything at once, but you can be several people in sequence. Lives have seasons. The scientist at 30 can still become the guitarist at 50. Second, taste widely, master narrowly, taste 100 lives. Choose 2 or 3 for depth, because depth is a door. One life fully lived opens rooms that tourists never see. The rest can stay what they are: beautiful, unlived, and still yours. Ghosts make good company once you stop running from them. So, the comments: which life did you choose? And which ghost still calls your name?